not supposed to say what I'm going to say right now, but I have to let you in on a secret.
Say it.
So, please don't videotape what I'm going to say, okay? Turn that off, please. No, what? I don't mind. Tape it.
Oh! Michael is getting gangster today! Yeah.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a witness, and the profit gon' come tremendous. I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a...
What's up? What's good? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to this show, this little short documentary I'm doing on why they killed Michael Jackson. I will be exposing a lot of things in this video that a lot of people may not have been aware of. Some things you may have knew, but some things you may not have known. Shout out to Zillionaire Nation. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now, Michael Jackson was born into the industry, okay? He was born into this. Now, you'll see him put up the 666s. You'll see him do the Illuminati sign. He'll do the one-eye sign. He's a little boy. He don't know what's going on. He's just doing what he is told, okay? He's just doing what he is told. He was born into this occults and secret societies and Illuminatis and all this other stuff that goes on with the dark side of the industry. Now, let me say this. There's a dark side to everything. Good and evil is everywhere, okay? You have good and evil in law enforcement, good and evil in churches, good and evil in corporations, businesses, everywhere. Sports, entertainment, film, media. It's good and evil in everything. Now, people think the entire entertainment industry is wicked and evil. No, it is not. There's some good in Hollywood and there's some evil there. Just that some people get caught up into the evil or the dark side of the industry. Now, Michael Jackson was born into this. He was born into having to put up 3 6s, having to do the Illuminati sign. He was born into this. It's not something that he chose, okay? All right, just like a person that grows up on the streets, all they know is drugs and violence. That's all they know. And sometimes you begin to think that that is a way of life. Mike thought that this was just a way of life. He thought that's just how the industry was. Remember, he started being a lead singer at the age of 5 and 6. Okay. He began to lead the Jackson 5 at a little kid, a little boy, so just think about that. All right. Now, I want to break down not only the fact that he was born into this industry, born into the wicked dark side of the industry and having to, put up the 666s and the Illuminati sign and the one eye of Horus and all the other stuff. Now, his album Thriller, which he did not write. Okay, he did not write the album Thriller. The Thriller was written by Rod Temperton and by Quincy Jones. And we already know what Quincy Jones was a part of because Tupac already exposed Quincy Jones, how he tried to get Tupac to do like a homosexual ritual and all that other stuff. So you got to understand there are sexual rituals, there are sacrificial rituals in the entertainment industry, the dark side of it, okay? There are sacrificial and there are sexual rituals that they do. You got to understand there's a difference between the two, all right? So Mike didn't write that. He didn't write the song Thriller. Now, Thriller represents the occult. Okay, it represents human sacrifice. Now, I didn't pay attention to it when I first saw it. Now don't get me wrong. This video, Thriller, is one of the greatest choreography video I've ever seen in my life. One of the greatest video/short films I've ever seen. And that's why a lot of people started to copy, the short film/music videos when they saw Thriller. Now, this represents, if you listen to the words of the song, okay, and let me say this before I get into the words of the song. In the beginning of the video, it says, by no means this has anything to do with the occult. And this is what Michael Jackson says. Now, they told Michael Jackson to say that this is not a video about the occult because They didn't want people to think that Michael Jackson was a part of the occult or a part of anything evil, because that would have tainted his fan base. That would have tainted his personality. It would have tainted like, oh, what? Mike is a part of the occult. It would have caused problems. So they put the occult in your face, but then they turn around and say it's not the occult. It's just a horror film. No, it's not. Okay, now listen to the words of the song. Mike even talks about demons closing in. Okay, he talks about the demons will possess you and this and that. This is what he's telling the girl. And the girl represents how she was going to be sacrificed in the video. That's what it's about. All right. He talks about thriller night. Okay. Basically representing the sacrificial rituals and the occults that go down at night. Now, like I say, Mike did not write this song. You got to understand that Mike is just doing the song that they told him to do. He's performing the song they told him to perform. He's singing the lyrics they told him to sing. Okay. All right. Because I didn't know. First, I said, okay, why would you come out with a song Thriller? What does it mean? What is the deeper meaning to Thriller? I said, okay, the thrills that they have at night. All right. With these occults and these elites and all the sacrifices that go down. Now, there's a lot of demonic symbolism in this video. A lot of demonic symbolism. You have to pay attention to it. All right. Anytime you see a video in the industry about demons and all this other stuff, you got to understand these are occults and secret societies and everything else. All right. This is what they're into. This is the dark side of the industry. All right. The dark side. And Mike had no clue. He may have known a little bit because he was into the organization from a child, but he didn't really know. That's just like, say, you work at a bank. Okay. You know your boss is a little mean, but you find out that your bank is into secret societies, is into occults, is into rituals, is into sacrifices and sexual rituals, but you had no clue. But you work for the company, but you didn't know your bosses and everybody that owners and partners of the company are into dark secret stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can work for somebody and not know how deep they're into dark secret societies and dark wicked occults and sacrifices and all the other stuff. And you cannot be aware of it, but you work for the companies. It's a lot of people that work for dark secret companies and don't even know they're working for them. It's a lot of people that's probably watching this video and you don't even know that the higher ups in your company, the higher ups in your business, the higher ups that own your company, they could be into some dark stuff. You just happen to work for a company that's a part of them. And that's what Michael Jackson was. He was part of an industry that was dark and it was wicked. And, you know, they made billions of dollars off of Michael Jackson. And they told him to put out this thing, Thriller, said it was an occult video. Why would you have to put that message in the beginning of the video? This is not a video of the occult. Why would you have to put that there? Okay. Well, what is the point of that? All right. They're trying to tell you this is what is not what it is, but that's exactly what it was. And Mike is just doing what he is told. Okay. That's all Mike could do is do what he was told. All right. And later on, as you see, they tried to taint his legacy. I couldn't believe they tried to get a white man to play Michael Jackson, which is sick. They trying to destroy his legacy. And, you know, with the Neverland scandals and all that other stuff they tried to accuse Mike of and the stuff that he was acquitted of and stuff that he was accused of, another way to destroy his legacy. All right. And Mike started speaking out against the industry. Yes, Mike started speaking out against Tommy Mottola, one of the top dogs and CEOs of Sony. He started speaking out against them. All right. He called them evil. He called them the devil. Now, see, Mike is waking up like, hold on, this industry is evil. This industry is wicked. You know, Mike is like, hold on. I know I was part of an organization. I know I was a part of y'all. And, you know, y'all gave me success and all that. And y'all helped me, pushed me to where I'm at. I just didn't realize the people that I'm working for are this evil, this wicked. So Mike started calling it out. Mike ended up buying half of his publishing from Sony, okay, which was part owned and one of the CEOs of Sony, which was Tommy Mottola, which he called him evil. But then he ended up buying a lot of his publishing, a lot of his rights to his music, and it pissed him off. And Mike is I'm going to let you listen to what Mike said, all right, in a minute. And it pissed off the elites because he did it right up under their nose. Mike also owns the rights to the Beatles music, okay? So Mike was buying masters, and Mike was buying rights to music, and they didn't know this. They just wanted him to shut up, dance, sing, and make us some money. They found out Mike wasn't having it. They found out Mike started waking up. Mike started speaking out. And you know, when you're a part of these societies, they have to get rid of you. They have to. They can't just sit there and let you speak out against them. It's not going to happen. Once you start speaking out against them and you're a part of it, they're going to find a way to get rid of you. Sad that Mike was born into it. And it's sad that Mike had to grow up and learn how wicked the industry really was. And he really wasn't aware of it until he became a man. Okay. Now, they sent somebody, to give him that extra dose of a lethal dose of propofol. That lethal dose killed this man. Okay, they gave him too much. They purposely put this man to sleep. And if you look at Michael Jackson's death certificate and his death records, they said Mike died of homicide. Mike died of murder. Go look it up. If you look up Michael Jackson's death, Mike, it's going to say homicide. They killed this man. Okay, they killed him. It was a hit. It was a murder. And it's sad they sent a brother to do it. They pay him a little bit of money. They tell him, you're not going to do that much time in jail, but we're going to pay you a few $1 million to get rid of Mike. And you're only going to do a few years in jail. This man got charged with manslaughter and he only got 2 years, and he barely did 1.5 years, and he was out. Okay. It's sad, but he gave him that lethal dose of propofol. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Propofol. Okay, it's called propofol. It gave him a lethal dose of propofol, and it killed him. Now, Mike was taking it, but it's a certain dosage, okay, that you're supposed to give him. They shot him up with too much of it. Mike was getting a certain dose every night because he said he was having problems sleeping. He was stressed out, and he was about to go on tour, do the Ghost tour or whatever, and he was filming that at the time. Mike said his adrenaline was rushing and he was having problems sleeping. So this is what he was taking to go to sleep every night. And they would only give him a little bit. But this time they said no. Give him a lethal dose to get rid of this man. Okay? Once you start speaking out against the industry, it's a wrap. It's sad that Mike was born into it. He was born into these secret societies, these occults, the dark side of the industry, these elites who want to get rid of you once you start speaking against them, because they're the ones that pushed you to that level of success. Mike woke up, saw how wicked it was, started calling names in the industry, called Thomas Mottola wicked. He said he's evil. And then Mike went on to say, I'm not even supposed to say what I'm supposed to say, but I'm saying it anyway. Mike had enough. Mike was tired. And they said, oh, let's get rid of Mike. I'm going to let you listen to how Mike told off the industry and how he exposed the wicked side of the industry.
These guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad. And the story is very sad in the end because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. And Sony being the artist that I am at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer myself would outthink them.
Yeah!
So I'm leaving Sony a free agent. Owning half of Sony. So I own half of Sony's publishing, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know. The way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. But I'm not supposed to say what I'm going to say right now, but I have to let you in on a secret.
Say it.
So, please don't videotape what I'm going to say, okay? Turn that off, please. No, what? I don't mind. Tape it.
Oh! Michael is getting gangster today! Yeah.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Respect!
Man, Mike was dropping, he was dropping some deep stuff, man. You know, Mike just told it like it is. He called them out, and they couldn't have that.
I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a witness, and the profit gon' come tremendous. I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a